You're wasting the time, Tzachi. Let's go.
This time I'm going to start talking because every time he's talking, 10 minutes, he talks like 9.5 and leave me like 30 seconds. So I'm going to start now, and I'm going to talk for 9.5 and 9:45. 15 minutes, you're going to hear his story. Wow, that's amazing from here. Seriously. Tzachi Chen here, married to lovely Shani. She's here with me for the entire gala, which is great. I think this is the first time we're actually doing it together in Experia, which is amazing. As Jamie pretty much summarized my story, came here, bought into a dream, dreamed the dream, lived the nightmare, pretty much ran the house down to almost, thank God my house increased in value because we had to refinance our house 4 times in 6 years to cover our debts, and one of them was actually 3 months after the previous one, so it's like literally refinance after refinance. Imagine the fees I had to pay just to cover some credit cards. So, it's been almost a disaster. Pretty much moved to here, and I'll continue my story after. I was lying. I'm going to let us after the story.
Okay, guys, so I just want to apologize. Yesterday evening, I met Orville. He shook my hand and said, listen, I have a really, really bad cold. I just came to pick up the ring, so now I'm wearing his coat. So some of the words, may sound funny. So just excuse me for that. Okay, so just a quick recap of my story. So my parents migrated to Canada back in 1989. We moved from beautiful Israel to beautiful Winnipeg. Talk about cultural shock. And hey, Winnipeg in the house. Back in 89, when we moved, my parents moved with $500, which probably translated to about 7.5 million Canadians or something like that. I'm not sure. But here's what happened. By 1990, we were bankrupt and on welfare because someone sold my dad a business that had, it's called cooked books. So the balance sheet, not shit, right? It's my cold. So the balance drawer, am I saying it right? Shit. The balance, SHEET, were tampered with. So within a couple of years, we were on welfare. Most people will quit, go back home, but my dad is not a quitter. So what he did, he moved us to Toronto, where we started new lives. And today, about 30 years later, my parents' worth multiple 7-figure. Their net worth is 7. How do you say that? 7-figure, multiple 7-figure, whatever, you get it, right? Anyhow, so it took me about 19 years and many different jobs and opportunity to realize that what I need to do in life, what I absolutely need to do in life is help people and make sure they never experience broke. Anyone experienced broke before? It's not fun. So in 2009, both actually myself and Tzachi, we joined the financial industry, and a very, very close friend of ours sold us on the, Canadian, American, whatever you wanted, sold us on the dream of, guys, if you work hard right now, you'll never have to worry about money. You'll be able to retire your parents and your friends, and we all gonna go on vacation together, and yada, 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 yada. He also said 2 things to me, and I think he said it to you as well. He said, fake it until you make it. Have you ever heard that one before? And he also said, you guys, you should miss, all your kids' birthdays and your wife's events, and if Saturday is an important date for you, don't worry, you're going to have many of those in the future. And we ended up doing that. The problem is you can't live that lifestyle on a $25,000 a year income. And what happened to Tzachi is he went into $250,000 of debt. I went into $200,000 in debt. We had to mortgage our house only 3 times. Thank God you beat me on that one. But what happened is it hurt our relationships with our wives. It hurt our relationship with our children. And it really hurt our self-esteem. And again, most people at that time will quit. But we're not quitters. We know we're in the right industry, and we know we can sell the right product, and all we have to work on is the right leadership. And so what we did is we jumped from one company to a better company, and thanks to Jamie, and thanks to Lian, and thanks to the support of Frank, and thanks to the support of our team, we are when we are today. Now you have 4 minutes left.
I actually have more minutes. That's good. How do I? Yarok?
Like that, yeah.
Okay. So, we're just going to talk about, don't quit. And I want to say something. We are, as Asaf mentioned, it really hurt our self-esteem. It's very hard. And Jamie was, sharing the same story. And I think everybody was sharing the same story where, you get a position and then you get to talk because you have a position, but you talk empty words because what you say is not really aligned with your life, right? So I'll stand here, and the last thing I'll tell you that, we are living the lavish life. I'll actually give you a quick story. Yesterday, Mauro had one of the best speeches he had as far as, I'm concerned. I love this, and as eventually, at a certain point, I'm looking on my wife, and she's crying. She's bawling like there's no tomorrow. And I thought something hurt, right? I was like, are you okay? And she was like, why did you give our bank statements to Mauro? And I was like, I didn't give anything. It's like, he's talking on our bank account. And you know what? We are still here. We are still recovering. We are still trying to build our life. And I think that the most important part is just to keep going, because at the end of the day, if you really focus on the hard work, okay? Don't look too high. Just the hard work. Follow your leader, which is sometimes harder to do than say, right, Frank? So, you've been asked to do things, and then you're just like, yeah, right, I'll do it later. Yeah, I can see your hand, Frank. That's okay. I promise to improve on that for this year. But, just be coachable. Try to be more at the office, because lately I've been going on daily basis, and you know what? Those small talks in between, waiting in line to the washroom, it's really amazing the nuggets you're picking from people, and you know what, you actually get to learn to meet other people, and you see other people work ethic, and it really kind of something is rubbed into you, and you're feeling that you are improving yourself. Do not compare yourself to anybody else. I want to tell you something. Always try to beat yourself. That's it. With all due respect, I can never be Frank. I'll tell you why. Because I don't have hair. Okay, and I'm losing weight, to be honest with you, and I don't have a beard, but I can always try to become the best version of myself. And I call it the dogfight. If I only improve myself, basically, I know that I'll beat 90% of the times. Okay, and I want to tell you what 90% of the time means. Okay, 90% of the time means inexperience, multiple six-figure income. Winning 90% of the times, meaning living the lifestyle you were planning to live. And it's only been inexperienced because we are the best company in the country, right? And that's why I always say, don't look for positions. If you're looking for positions, you're going to hit your position, and then the year after, you're going to go back to where you at. So instead of, striving for, it's great, don't get me wrong, okay? You want to become ED, but become ED not to hit the position. First, work on yourself. Develop yourself, develop your skills, your communication skills, leadership skills, develop your, the knowledge skills, anything that my head cannot comprehend in English right now, because I have everything in Hebrew. It's very hard to translate. But next time I'll bring subtitles. I'm sorry. But if you really work on yourself, care about your team, try to make sure that they are building themselves, okay? Eventually, you're going to hit your position, and at this time, it's going to stay there, okay? I'm going to share with you, I think, just a little bit, of what we have done so far. 30 seconds, I'm going to finish on time. We started 2016, we made about 50,000, then we basically hit the ring. Last year, we doubled that income. We are very shy of close to, I think, 220-something, okay? We, through help with some great person like Nat and Salam, we're able to actually, start building a US market. And you know what? This is only the beginning. I'm looking forward to be here every year. Thank you for having us. Thank you so much.
Hey, if you like this video or any of the other videos that I have on my channel, stay tuned. We have so many more coming, but I want to make sure that you're in the know, that you know when they're coming. So please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and make sure you hit the notification bell.